guys, welcome to reading lesson 16. You should have this page out in front of you. Page 16 says nothing to say. Nothing to say. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever been in front of a lot of people, with people, and you felt like, oh, my brain is empty, mi cerebro tiene nada, es vacío, no puede decir nada, or usted tiene nervios con gente, algo así? Well, that's what the character in our story feels like today. Maybe you've never felt that way, or maybe you can say, oh my, I am always that way. So let's see what happens in today's story. Nothing to say. Laura had been so excited about the church potluck until she found out her best friend Ava would be out of town. Now she felt almost sick to her stomach with nervousness. Okay, let's talk about what this is saying. So Laura, she had been emocionada about the church potluck. A potluck, that's a fiesta de traje. So when people bring comida, everyone brings something different. Someone brings something to cenar, someone brings something more to snack, pasta, algo así. Someone brings the frescos. That's a potluck. So she was emocionada about this hasta que ella descubrió que su mejor amiga no va a estar. Ella está en vacaciones. Ush. Y ahora ella es casi enferma con nervios. Nervousness, that's when you have ansiedad, nervios, and you have miedo of something. Okay, so poor Ava. Have you felt that way? Or sorry, poor Laura. Have you ever felt that way? All right, let's keep going. Laura had a hard time talking to people she didn't know well. It was like her brain got stuck and the words weren't there at all. Stop there for a second. So Laura's saying that it's difícil hablar con gente, especialmente gente que ella no conozco muy bien. Es casi como su cerebro atascó y las palabras no están. Let's keep reading. Simple questions like, what's your name? Or how old are you? Would put her mind into such a frenzy that she honestly couldn't remember even her name or age. She hated that feeling. Okay, let's look at that word frenzy. Frenzy is un frenesí or delirio. It's como ella no puede pensar. Su cerebro es casi like, it's flying around y no puede enfocar en una cosa. Preguntas que son simples como ¿cómo se llama? O ¿cuántos años tiene? Ella no puede preguntar las preguntas ni puede responder a esas preguntas. So ella no le gusta ese sentimiento. Let's keep reading. But Ava, su mejor amiga, but Ava always had lots to say. With Ava, Laura felt included without having to say a word. But Ava wasn't here today. So with Ava, Laura siente como ella está incluido en todo sin tener la necesidad de decir nada. Pero Ava no está hoy. All right, let's keep going. Laura sighed as she pushed a strand of straight blonde hair behind her ear and stared at the other 8-year-olds gathering at a table to eat together. She was bound to have to talk to someone at some point. So where it says a strand of straight blonde hair, that's a mechón, de pelo rubio. So she goes like this, to push a little bit of hair back behind her ear. And stared, that word stared, that's like to mirar firmemente. So she's just staring at the girls. There's other 8-year-olds gathering, they're reuniendo. That's what gathering is, to reunir, reuniendo, at una mesa para comer juntos. So she's thinking, well, she's bound to have to talk to someone at some point. Estaba destinada a hablar con alguien en un punto. And that's where our story stops. What do you think? Do you think she talks to someone? I hope so. It's a good thing to do because even though you're scared, the more that you push yourself to do something that frightens you, the easier it becomes to do that thing, the less fear that you will have. So if she goes out and talks, she'll be able to be more used to it. Okay, flip your paper over so you're on this side. All right. Question number 1 says, what would you do or say to someone like Laura who was feeling lonely or nervous? Okay? ¿Qué le harías o le dirías a alguien como Laura que se sentía sola o nerviosa? So if you see alguien que es como Laura, está solita, está nerviosa, ¿qué puede hacer o decir a esa persona? All right, I'm not going to give you time to answer now. I'm just telling you that's what you need to write there. You need to write una oración en inglés respondiendo a esa pregunta with una mayúscula y un punto at the end. Okay, número 2 dice, write what you know about the main character from the story. So, escribe lo que sabes sobre la persona principal de la historia. Okay, let's start right here. So this is supposed to be the person in the story. What's the person's name? El nombre. Laura, very good, Laura. So make sure you write Laura right there in that space in the cabeza. Okay, the first question says, how does she act? Right here. So, ¿cómo actúa? You need to put that answer right here. Una oración con mayúscula con punto. ¿Cómo actúa? Okay, right below that, right there, dice, what does she look like? ¿Cómo es físicamente? Your story gives you one clue about that. It tells you about her pelo. So tell me what her pelo is like. How does she feel? ¿Cómo se siente? So aquí, ¿cómo se siente? What does our story say about how she feels? And what does she say? ¿Qué dice? So escribir eso aquí. Okay, once you do that, you can color your picture on the front. And that's all that you have for reading today. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.